We're back with Divine Intervention. The score is 600 for the red team, 0 for the green team. We've changed partners, so John and Joanne are now hanging out in purgatory. Mike and Richard are up to play. Mike and Richard, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
now don't worry,
yes.
Richard, that you're behind because points are doubled in round 2. Each correct answer is worth 200 points. The Divine Intervention square is worth 400 points. Anything can happen. So focus your attention on the game board. You will have 5 seconds to study the answers. Audience, are you ready? Ready! In that case, ready, set, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay. You got all that, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Good. All right. See, I like confidence. Now, just again, let me remind you that the numbers that you're calling are the numbered squares, 1 through 8, okay? And the team that's behind begins round 2, so that's you, Richard. Here's your first question. How many sacraments are there in the Catholic Church?
I'm going to say number 2.
Let's see what's behind number 2. 3. I don't know what church you go to, but we have a different number in the Catholic Church. Okay, Mike, you're up. Here's your question. How many books make up the New Testament?
Show me 6.
Let's see what's behind number 6. 8. I think you're reading the Reader's Digest abridged version, okay? Different number. Richard, back to you. What number is associated both with the apostles that Jesus chose and the number of the tribes of Israel?
Number 7.
Let's see what's behind number 7. 10. No? Okay, Mike, back to you.
Yes.
Grouped together, what number of days are the holiest days in the church's year and make up the center of the liturgical year?
I'm going to go with number 5.
Let's see what's behind number 5. 46. Not quite. We'll move back to Richard. Richard, what is the traditional number that is associated with the number of days that Jesus fasted in the desert and the number of days that make up the Lenten season?
Number 8.
Let's see what's behind number 8. 4. You're not into very long Lent, are you? Okay.
No sacrifices.
No sacrifices, that's right. Mike, back to you.
There's too many numbers.
How many Gospels are there in the New Testament? How many Gospels are there in the New Testament?
I think we're going to go, let's see what's behind number 1.
Let's see what's behind number 1.
Number 1.
7 Gospels. No. Richard, back to you. Okay, the score is still 600 to 0, but here's your chance, Richard, to pick up more points. How many commandments were given to Moses?
Divine Intervention.
Okay, is Divine Intervention the correct square? No, it's not. Okay. Mike, back to you.
Yes.
How many Beatitudes are given by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount?
Number 4.
Let's see what's behind number 4. 27. No. Contestants, you have set Divine Intervention history. We've gone all the way through the questions once without one correct answer.
There's too many numbers, Father Joe. There's too many numbers.
Fortunately, we're going back to ask them again. Okay, Richard, I believe you have control of the board. Here's your question.
That's not going to matter.
How many sacraments are there in the Catholic Church?
Let's try 1.
Let's see what's behind number 1. 7. Absolutely right. That's great.
What answer?
200 points for you. Okay, you're on a roll. Here's your next question. How many books make up the New Testament?
Number 4.
Let's see what's behind number 4. 27. Absolutely right. There are 27 books in the New Testament. The score is 600 to 400. The red team is still ahead, but the green team is catching up. There are various books, the Gospels, the Epistles of Paul, various other letters, and so on. Next question for you, Richard. What number is associated both with the number of apostles that Jesus chose and the number of the tribes of Israel?
Number 3.
Let's see what's behind number 3. 40. No. That's a lot of apostles. Okay, Mike, back to you.
Yes.
Grouped together, what number of days are the holiest days in the church's year and make up the center of the liturgical year?
2.
Let's see what's behind number 2.
Yes!
Correct. 3. Very good.
Congratulations.
The sacred triduum, of course,
Yes.
of Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday, the Easter Vigil. Okay.
Exactly. Oh!
And that sound means it's the end of our second board. We're going to move into our third board now. To do that, we play as partners. So John and Joanne, please join your partners. Score going into our third board is 800 for the red team, 400 for the green team. Points are still doubled. Remember that I can only accept one answer from a team, although you may confer beforehand. I have to accept the first answer that you give. So contestants, focus your attention on the game board. Audience, are you ready? Ready! Then ready, set, go. Okay, the team that's behind gets to go first on the third board. That's the green team. Joanne and Richard, here's your first question. What is the name given to someone who is charged with the responsibility of assisting the priest at Mass?
Divine intervention?
Yeah.
Divine intervention?
Those bolts are coming closer and closer.
Yes.
Is divine intervention the correct square? No, it's not. Okay, over to the red team.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the name for someone who is charged with the responsibility of setting up for Mass and other sacramental celebrations? They're conferring furiously.
We're going to go number one.
Let's see what's behind number one.
It's good.
Sacristan, absolutely right. Good. Okay. Mike, I'm getting word from the control. Could you be a little more enthusiastic? We need a little more energy from you. Okay?
Turn up the dial.
Turn up the dial, exactly.
Turn it
Next
up.
question for the
2
red
more
team.
notches.
What is the name for someone who carries things and is also the name of an independent rock band from Guadalajara, Mexico? The name for someone who carries things and is also the name of an independent rock band from Guadalajara, Mexico.
Father Joe, we're thinking number 6 here.
Let's see what's behind
Feeling
number
six.
6. Quarter, absolutely right. I think you were thinking right. Did you know that about the rock band? I didn't. That was news to me.
I listen
about
to
the
them
rock
all the
band.
time, Father Joe.
Terrific. Okay, next question. What is the name for a priest who has been given responsibility by a bishop for being in charge of a parish?
Wasn't on my side.
He kind of just threw all the responsibility to you, John.
Let's pick one.
Okay.
It's on John
seconds.
this time. Go.
Number 3, please.
Let's see what's
Hit it.
behind number 3. Cantor, no. Okay, Richard, Joanne, here's your chance to try to catch up.
Yes.
What is the name for someone who has the responsibility to see and to check tickets on a bus or a train?
There's nothing religious about it. Is there anything on your board?
5 seconds.
Sorry, number 2.
2.
Let's see what's behind number 2. An usher. Close,
Close.
but not the answer we were looking
Tickets,
for.
tickets.
Yeah,
Okay,
tickets.
John and Mike, here's your question.
All right.
What is the liturgical name for someone who has the responsibility to proclaim the readings at Mass and who is sometimes also called a reader?
Do you want to? No, this person sings.
Oh, sorry.
Now, don't fight the two of you. We just
Go,
need an
you're
answer
gonna
in
go.
5 seconds.
I said 4. Wasn't on your side, was it?
No.
All right, we're going to say, we'll go for 4.
Okay, let's see what's behind
Here's
number 4.
4.
An acolyte. No, not the answer we were looking for. Richard and Joanne. What is the name given to someone who is charged with the responsibility to recite prayers for the purpose of driving out devils?
Number 5.
Let's see what's behind number 5. Exorcist, absolutely right. Good. And I'm so glad you got that right.
heard no
Otherwise,
five.
my head would have spun around a few times. Okay, next question. What is the name for someone who is charged with the responsibility for leading the singing at Mass
Number
and other
3.
sacramental celebrations?
Number 3.
Richard,
Number
just
3.
fall over
Number
this right now.
3.
Let's see
He's
what's
on it.
behind
He's
number
on it.
3.
Number 3.
Good, Cantor, very good.
How good is the cancer?
We're going to go back now and ask the questions that were missed. Joanne and Richard still have control of the board. The score is 1,200 for the red team, 800 for the green team. The gap is closing.
Okay.
Next question. What is the name given to someone who is charged with the responsibility of assisting the priest at Mass? And there's less than a minute to go in the round.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Let's see what's behind number 4. Acolyte, absolutely right. 200 more points. Here's the next question. What is the name for a priest who has been given responsibility by a bishop for being in charge of a parish?
Number 8.
Let's see what's behind number 8. Pastor, absolutely right. The score is all tied up, 1,200 to 1,200. Here's the next question.
Okay.
What is the name for someone who has the responsibility to see and check tickets on a bus or a train?
Did you know what 7 was? I don't know what 7 was. Didn't we try that?
5 seconds.
Give it a shot.
7.
Let's see what's behind number 7. Conductor, absolutely right. 200 more points. You're now in the lead. And here's your next question. Oh, that sound means it's the end of the game.
the sound
And
at the
coming
end.
from behind at the last minute, the green team, Richard and Joanne, they are today's winners. What a great game. So exciting.
Very close.
Richard and
High
Joanne,
fighters.
for being
High
today's
fighters.
winners, you will receive a family gift basket courtesy of the Advent Shops, valued at $200. That basket includes uplifting spiritual and religious gifts for the home, and you also get a gift certificate to use when you visit the Advent Shops. And of course, you're going on to the bonus round. Mike and John, thank you for being here today.
Thank
Did
you.
you have a good time?
Oh, absolutely.
You were great contestants. They
Yeah,
got you just at the end. They came up from behind.
So close.
For being
Very close.
for playing today, you're going to receive some great parting gifts, including a family 4-pack to the Cradle of Aviation and a cash card for Subway Restaurant. And as always, all of our contestants who play Divine Intervention will receive a new American Bible, courtesy of Catholic Book Publishing, and a limited edition Divine Intervention t-shirt. Now, the bonus round is coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.